They say she was taken by life flight, he was taken by ambulance. Both of these teens are in critical condition tonight.
Despite their sea of tears, her friends are holding on to hope, praying for a miracle.
"16-year-old Zoe Moody is a bubbly, funny, and outgoing young girl who loves hanging out with friends, her family, and posting TikTok videos. She is also an avid basketball player, playing since she was young. Like most high school teens, Zoe was looking forward to homecoming and all of its festivities. Most of all, she was excited for her nomination for the Homecoming Princess and looked forward to the evening homecoming parade that she would be a part of. Never could her family or friends have imagined that those plans would go left. Around 6:30 p.m. on September 12th, Harris County sheriffs responded to a single car crash on the Grand Parkway, Highway 99, near Bridgeland Creek Parkway in Cypress, Texas. After inspecting the white sedan and the surrounding areas, they would find two teens, a teenage girl who was the driver of the vehicle and a teenage boy inside of the passenger seat.
In the Cypress area.
And that's where two teenagers were critically hurt in a terrible crash this evening. It happened along Highway 99 just south of Bridgeland Creek Parkway.
The driver is a teen girl, possibly 16 years old, the sheriff tells us, and the passenger, a teen boy, 17 years old. They say on TransStar cameras, you can see the backup near Bridgeland Creek Parkway. It's not far from Bridgeland High School. We don't know where these teens are from or what caused this crash.
The teenage girl was identified as 16-year-old Zoe Moody, who was flown to the Texas Medical Center along with the teenage boy. Both teens are currently in critical condition, with Zoe having multiple broken bones and swelling in her brain. Investigators said speed may be the cause of the crash. According to the sheriff on the scene, the white sedan was driving recklessly on the Grand Parkway when it flipped several times after she attempted to turn off a freeway exit at the last minute, causing her to be ejected from the vehicle as it flipped over multiple times. Zoe's aunt wrote on Facebook that her niece suffered 2 broken femurs, multiple facial fractures, 2 broken kneecaps, and other injuries. She also asked for love, support, and prayers for Zoe. Doctors ultimately decided to place her into a medically induced coma as they performed surgery. Zoe is expected to survive, but has a long road to recovery. Her family and friends are still trying to process it all.
No parent ever wants to see their child in this situation at all.
Zoe's family and friends still processing what happened Monday evening. The sheriff tells us Zoe and a friend were on their way to the homecoming parade at Bridgeland High School. When they crashed, she was ejected from the vehicle. It rolled multiple times as Zoe appeared to take a last-minute exit. Investigators believe speed may have played a factor.
She was actually going to be on one of the floats, and so she was heading over there to go get onto that, and that's when the accident happened.
Zoe was nominated to be a homecoming princess. Instead, she ended being taken by life flight to the med center.
There was probably 35 people in the waiting room on Monday evening, and the kids, the coaches, some of the staff of the school didn't leave until midnight.
2 days later, Zoe still battling.
She is in a medically induced coma. She has broken both of her femurs, her patellas. She has fractures throughout her face and swelling in her brain.
The road to healing won't be easy, but Zoe's family says they're grateful she'll at least get that chance.
That's the biggest thing, is she's still here, and that could have been completely fatal. Zoe's too stubborn. Like, she's gonna fight this.
3 days after the accident, more than 100 students gathered at a local Chick-fil-A to pray for Zoe's recovery. Despite the tears and sadness, her friends are holding on to hope.
This is where Zoe and her friends would come after school. Tomorrow night is the homecoming game. Tonight, her friends are praying that she'll come home soon.
How sweet the sound
Despite their sea of tears, her friends are holding on to hope, praying for a miracle.
She is the best, brightest thing that anyone has ever seen. And just please continue to keep her in your thoughts and your prayers. And just be there.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office says the 16-year-old and a friend were on their way to the homecoming parade at Bridgeland High School when they crashed on Grand Parkway Monday night. Investigators say it appears Zoe tried to take a last-minute exit. The vehicle rolled multiple times and Zoe was ejected. Investigators say they believe speed may have played a factor. Zoe was nominated to be a homecoming princess this year. After the crash, she was flown by Life Flight to the medical center with multiple broken bones and swelling in her brain. Zoe was put into a medically induced coma, where she remains tonight.
Thank you for making me the big sister that I've always wanted to be.
Tonight, they just want her to come back home.
A GoFundMe campaign has been set up to help pay for Zoe's medical expenses and has since raised over $30,000. Zoe remains in the hospital in a medically induced coma, and the length of time she will stay remains unclear.